again for some block work. So today is the second block of, I think it's a 3 block thing, but it's the first week of the second block, so it's still the same block session. I am making one adjustment, one change that I wanted to make for this one, which is to do less cleans from the block. So it's going to be 1+3 instead of a 3+3, and then I'm going to take the blocks away and do some cleans from the floor so I can get some more volume from just regular cleans, because I felt like in the last 3 weeks that some of the issues that I would have with the full clean and jerk was that the clean was just a little bit too difficult, and that's obviously not what you want, because it's not a weakness necessarily relative to what my jerk is. So creating a situation where I have some more volume, and today seemed like a good day to potentially have that on, because it's like a big focus on the speed of the block snatch. Thanks, Chris. It's my my shed outside in my backyard, but it has electricity and spiders and ants and everything. Even had mice. It had everything. But we have the intensity is gonna be kind of weird today, so I'm gonna start my first set at 90 kilograms. That's gonna be my first triple, just like the last block, and potentially keep. I mean, in theory, I can keep it there, but I have two triples. So do one at 90, hopefully do one at 95, and then doubles at, just progress up with the weight as for the 2 triples and then to the 2 doubles. So that'll be the same for the block clean and push press. Set up 3+3 will be a 1+3, and the beginning of the last block I started at 100, and so this one I'm just starting at 110 just because it's a push press focus. With the block snatches, I started at 90 last time, and I'll start at 90 again just to make everything as crispy as they possibly can. So that'll be cool with that. And then cleans, I think I want to do cleans doubles or triples. I haven't decided yet. It doesn't sound fun to think about right now, but I want to make sure that it's some good work with them in any which way. But we got to snatch well first, so we need to make sure that we do that. That'd be the most important thing for now, though, brother. Alright. Whole music's on shuffle, so I got music wilder now. I'll also be very curious if I won't need any sort of extra wrist support for snatches with just straps on. I have been throwing them on for a while, but then I didn't have any sort of support when I had my heavy session on Saturday, and my wrists were fine. So it'll be interesting with that. I don't know why you're sharing that information with me, but alright. But if that ketchup fact is true, that's interesting, I suppose. Daniel's back. I'm always kind of generally achy, but yeah. To be this late. Talking about the shirt, so I can be seen at night, so I can play in traffic at night. It's my running shirt when I do my long distance runs. As you know, I'm a big runner. All I do is run. More than lift, and run. Run from here, run from there, run from everywhere. For kilometers. I run for many kilometers. I run for kilos of kilometers. So I only measure my distance and the amount of time that it takes a bald eagle to fly per 10 seconds. That's the unit of measure. Bald eagle / seconds. Meters per bald eagle. That's the closest we get to metric. I'm sorry. Sorry, I don't know what a kilometer is. We measure in freedom. European Han Solo. This is Lincoln Park, brother. If you don't know Lincoln Park, then I honestly am going to put you up for adoption. I don't want you part of my family anymore. I can't deal with this household. It's actually, no, I even forget the band that you thought. It's Everything's Mudvayne or whatever it was before. A country white boy thing. That's a wild sentence. Not a fan of country music. Puddle of Mud, oh yeah, that's what it was. Most like Puddle of Mud is well known, so I'm not dogging even like thinking of that as like a band, but like there has never been a time where I would guess like this is Puddle of, like that would never be like top of my like I wonder who this is. I like think of something like a Puddle of Mud band is a very, I don't say it's obscure, but it wouldn't be a guess. But Puddle of Mud when it was Mudvayne, I think it was. That's wild. People are wilding out. I get carried away. This little known band called Puddle of Mud. It's their new electronic album. body doesn't hurt, which is a little weird. Like my shoulder feels really good. Pop polka? No, this is Puddle of Mud. Hellish, I can't believe you'd say something so diabolical in my chat. There's no room for wholesome stuff. This is a perfect example of a song that I like unironically, but only people that would know this are people that would hear it in a commercial or something. This is a prime car commercial, like some sort of weird commercial. Or that music you hear right before a commercial break in like an NFL game. They're always playing my music. Someone that works for the NFL jams with my kind of music. Maybe I'm destined for that kind of job. We need obscure music that sounds good. I'm your man. Has anyone heard of it? No. Is it good? I think so. Play it. Yep. Play another one and see if you can get it. All my music's on a shuffle, so I have to go through a lot to like 9 million songs. Oh, this is one that I hadn't listened to in a while, and I like. He's a good one. Yeah, Tame Impala. Don't you mean Puddle of Mud? That's actually Puddle of Mud as two separate bands. They actually are Passion Pit and Tame Impala. It's your alter egos. A little bit of my left wrist, so we're gonna preemptively throw the wraps on. Especially since we're gonna be doing a triple. I ain't trying to miss because my wrist feels a little achy. Bro's making poo. Well, I mean, technically you're not wrong. It's just, internally. But that's only 70 kilos, so we're gonna do 90. Yep, Hellish here with the musical information. Phlegmatosis. making it sound like a disease. How much it weighs? How much it weighs? It weighs many ways. Stop lifting weights too heavy. Well, I mean, if you get stronger, it does get heavier. Then you get more jacked. One thing that I noticed when I was training up at that weightlifting gym was that when you're desperate to not miss and look like an idiot, you lift a little bit better. But I was trying to pay attention to, you know, if I'm there in essentially a survival situation of I need to make this lift, I have to make this, there's no choice but to make this lift. I don't want to look dumb. And that's a really good pressure. Because it's not just, I want to add weight, I want to make this weight I do good. So it was a really positive kind of pressure with that. But I was purely thinking about keeping it close, but trying to like arch my back as hard as I could and keeping it close. And both of those things were like locked in, both the snatch and the clean jerk. And I just want to remember that and continually reinforce that with all my lifts. And like even today, like it feels good like that. Second one, I basically powered. I just let myself squat all the way down. But to have that desperate flexion of the back or extension, the desperate extension of my, trying to extend as much as I can. Obviously, I don't want to flex. That would be not good. I compete in the big boy class. Talking mad crap. Oh. Name this song. Name this song. This is the OG one. Ooh. Yeah. This one I'd actually be crazy impressed if you got. But I suppose you can always use like some listening software to cheat. This one's pretty. They're not big, I don't think. Oh, I didn't even see that they asked about that. The so for the snatch, it allows you to work on speed under the bar, and so it forces you to, I mean, to be aggressive. Every kind of variation forces that, but it's first speed under the bar, and that third pull. Right. So 95. Oh. Right. See if you know this one. You love LA Fitness playlist. They don't play this music on. Yep. I think he had to look it up. It took a while. He took the whole song to respond. Snatch and squat. Oh. Just not. We don't do CrossFit in here. It's a no CrossFit zone. Ooh. I would play this one more, but I always get like the worst copyrights from them. They're toxic. I mean, I will for sure, but like that one always is like. There's some that are more aggressive than others. I guess it doesn't really matter. I'm playing so much copyright crap. We'll play Duke Deuce. Duke Deuce. So we did triple, now we do double. Just say that. Just say that. Trying to find what I did behold her. Alright. We're already cooking. We don't need this one. I already told this one was Duke Deuce. This one's a really good song. This one, I wouldn't be surprised if you knew, but it means you got good taste if you actually know it. Alright, big double. I feel really good today. No guesses? No guesses? Toxic. Yeah, the Nothing Matters was the name of the song, but alright. Those are feeling really easy though. Oh, yeah, it was, chat got delayed a little bit. Deuces for the rabbits. Alright, so it's 105 will be the last set. I'll play this one. See if you have heard of this song. Almost a perfect session. We're gonna come back and make that for a single low to end on a good make. Yeah. I'm gonna do it for a single though. I'm not gonna try to do it for a double. Unless it feels like super easy for some reason, but that's the beam. Got this new hair, built up with smoke. It's a good song. I like it. Alright, no more tries of that. I waste all my energy on this. Really thought of the second one. I just really gassed by the second one. Oh well. That's the goal for next week. Taking back Sunday. I think I've heard of Circus Survive. Rained out. Rained out. Alright. We're actually going to end on a single. No double. We're doing a good single. Not the cleanest to make, but it's one we're ending on. Yeah, that was more of like, I don't want to run it out into the shelf. But I can definitely feel that was like, fatigue-wise, that was about the end of that. Well, when I started the last block, I was missing 95 and 100. So this is already like, and all the sets up to that 105 felt really good. So I'm really happy with where this all ended up. And even like to make 105 on the first rep, I guess the last one was just a rep, but certainly in a good spot right now. Now, some clean. I got block clean and this one, it's the old one. But to not have any issues, like the trickle's feeling really good, and then the first double feeling really good. Really, I mean, everything until the second, like on that first, the second rep of 105 on that first set was like, oh, I'm fatigued. But no misses or anything until then. Everything, not even just no misses, like everything felt really good, which is good. And my phone is just not updating. I keep having to exit out and come back in. It's a good song though. It's produced well at least. Because obviously like Travis Scott can't actually sing or anything, he's just auto-tuned. It's hard to understand anything he says either, but whoever made the beat and produced the song did a good job. So I just kind of look at like artists like this, you know, they probably didn't do any of the music or production, and they're just a face to whatever's going on, and all their vocals are auto-tuned to fix everything with it. Somebody had to make the music though.
You're going to love.
This is kind of a more, I don't want to say it's obscure, but I kind of like the one. I haven't listened to it in a while. But it's, for me, it's always like a one-off type song. Like I'm not gonna listen to anything else. But I think it was this Noah Cyrus and Triple X Technion. I know a lot of songs like that. Right now my music's on my shuffle and it's working, so I don't really have the ability to surf anything. Ain't got no Wi-Fi on my other phone. No, that one. I don't know. I don't have a particular vibe that I'm looking for now. Maybe it's this one. This one's called Nightclub. Show it to me. If you look it up on YouTube, the music video is crazy cool. Ain't no way. Song's pretty okay, but like the music video is like 3-dimensional. It's like a VR music video. And it was done a while ago, so it's pretty unique. Yeah. But the music video is cool. It's a 360-degree video, so like you can turn your phone or whatever you're watching on around, and you can see different things. But like, song's okay. The music video is really cool. Oh. Try to find something. Yeah. Probably one of the best songs ever written. It's what made Doja Cat popular. This was their first song.
Yeah, bitch, I'm a cow. Bitch, I'm a cow. I'm not a cat. I don't say now. Bitch, I'm a cow. Bitch, I'm a cow. Bitch, I'm a cow. Bitch, I'm a cow.
Lyrical genius of a song. Nintendo. It's actually hilariously enough, like, I know it's like a meme song, but like the lyrics are pretty funny because they're, I don't know who wrote it, whether it was her or someone else, but like she was really small at this point when this song came out. But like it's just really clever lyrics for such a goofy song. It's hard not to, though. And I think Doja Cat has a good combination. Like, obviously she's very attractive, so that helps her out a ton. But I don't know. I've never listened to anything live she's done, but I would assume that she has like actual musical talent. I like to tell myself that she does, but I don't know many of her. I think she had to paint the Town Red or something, some new song. He has some song on Kids Bop that I hear. It's not this one though. It would be pretty lit. Amount of edits that I have to do. Get out my head. He's not in the mood. Alright. Alright. Emo music right here. I'm being concerned. Guy dropping weights, yelling in his shed. I think that would be, the music would be the least of the concerns. I think honestly, if I was a neighbor, like if I heard the music changing, I wouldn't be, like if I just heard one continuous song play the whole time for like forever, but like that would be concerned. Like I think he's dead in there. Like that would be like, you know, I haven't heard him drop a weight in like an hour. All I hear is Mario Judah blasted. I think he killed over in there. Redoing wraps and then do maybe 3 sets of 1+3. Some obscure Bjorn song. No, I guess there was Mario Judah was supposed to be on. If you recognize the song, I think it was like a Trippie Redd, someone else, like some pop rap artist. But I guess Mario Judah was supposed to be on it originally, but he disappeared for a couple years because he had some issues with his record label. I think he's back now, but I think this was released unofficially because it was supposed to be in the song. Which probably would have made the song so much better because his vocal thing just kind of fit into the song a lot better. But Record companies run everything. This was on a lot of ATD videos before. Either this one or a different one. This artist was. Do it copyright free. Copyright free, brother. See if you know this one. Puddle of mud. No, it's puddle of mud. They got two good songs in a row. Nope. Puddle of mud. Sounds like it might be a song your dad would know. Yep, 7 does. It does kind of have some Godsmack vibes to it. That same kind of era, if you think about it. Yeah, first one I put forward. Push it back on the other two. It's difficult though. So I'm gonna make that set of 3 sets 2, since I'm gonna have to clean as well. I think 3 would be too many sets. Oh, singer? Yeah. Well, this song's Denial, not Black. Racist. Racist. Cancelled. Now I listened to like the live version and it sounds just as good. So the singer, I mean the whole band, I think it's really good. I haven't really dived into like a lot of their music. But he got the vibe though. See if you know this one. Diabolical lyrics. No. Not them. Misfits, yep. The lyrics are diabolical. I don't know if the lyrics was lying today though. I'd be shocked if you knew this. It's some hip hop. It's some rappy. I'll give you a hint though. The rapper is Getter. Getter is makes beats and drum and bass type stuff. Alright, one more step.
It's terror, straight digging through your grandma's purse. It's the disrespect for lunatic, he's fucking up the game and shit. Strapped with a beanstalk, cool enough for rocket in. My brain is oozing, who am I bruising? I'm choosing to take the loot in. I'm strangled you with both hands. If I were your stove to make some bomb ass toast before I wet your boats, you better bring your coat. Look at me now, has a blackout, spaz out. Looking for someone to beat the crap out. Whip the ass out, hit the back route. Then I pass out on the bath salts. Eating asphalt in the cash vault. Ellie, on the bigger things, on the better things. Like a hell of dreams, like it's pleasuring. Lots of commas I be measuring like the treasury. People pestering, that's a severing. So put your motherfucking hands all the way to the sky. You're bleeding Ellie, about to bury you alive. 6 feet deep, under the street is where you sleep. No other can defeat, just the street. Put your hands in the sky if you're ready to die. Tambourine and Elio's about to bury you alive. At another mission, he starts the transmission and goes missing. Can't find no heart rhythm. From this planet, I did not plan this. Don't wanna make a fucking sandwich. Throw the man in the trash can. Need his hands, touch your hands, wear a big band. As he does the physical man, physically, not mentally or spiritually insane. I leech your brain with a high skull.
Yeah, a little bit. But it's a Tara Reid. But it's not that. I don't know when it was made, but it's not that cipher so old. But you're right, I should do 120. See if I can double it. Other guy's Eliosa. I don't know who that is. A double would be cool, but we'll do it for one for sure. Double might not be there. This song sucks, but the beat's good. coffee. Like my coffee just like my milk. I like my coffee black. Any mindless self-indulgence. I will play this one. This one's close. Gasoline. Alright. I want to hit at this part so while I'm listening.
Here is this for. Let's go, go!
Thanks, Reed would have been a PR. That do felt good though. Whew. MSI BB. I don't know what that means. Oh, you know what? You're trying to tell me. Oh, I actually put it up here. Now this is the bonus part of for the difference from the last block to this one. Is now I'm going to do some cleans from the floor. I'm not going to do doubles going up or triples or whatever. I'm just going to do singles until I get to the weight that I think I want to do for reps. And do one big set. So I don't know what weight that will be. Well, I don't know. So 120 I've done for 2 before. If I did it for 3, I think it would have been a PR. Mashing back in the house. Mashing. I'm ready for some more chicken with my homemade cane sauce, though. I think I might only eat chicken breast now that I know how to make cane sauce. I made a bowl of it for lunch today. Had rice, chicken, and cane sauce all over it. I could have ate 10 pounds of that stuff. It's so simple to make too. This is the worst part, putting the blocks away. This is my strongman training. I'm basically doing CrossFit at this point. Alright. Little beer. Beer, baby. Bring your chicken breast into piggy. Well, I mean, it sounds like if you fry everything, it would taste better. So it's not even just that it's cane sauce, like it's just sauce that you can use. So I'm sure you can make homemade Chick-fil-A sauce and get like a similar taste, but I mean, it's mayonnaise, ketchup, Worcestershire sauce, garlic, what was the other one? And pepper. And like, I mean, it's advertised, like the video is like, you know, it's cane sauce, and it's just really good. Yeah, wash your sister sauce. Wash your sister's sauce. Wash your sister's sauce. Wash your sister's sauce. You might like the movements. This is their newer song. I don't know if it's their newest one. I don't think anyone knows how to actually say it. I'm pretty sure it was a word that was invented to make sure that nobody could ever pronounce it correctly. I think the only key to saying it correctly is that you say it however you think with utter confidence. You have no hesitation. Worcestershire sauce. I don't know who that is. I don't wanna be alone. Kind of cooking with oil there. Kind of cooking with oil there. Alright, we're gonna do 70. Maybe just go right to 120. We'll see. I feel like I've heard of that band before. Maybe it's because you suggested them before, or they, like, it sounds familiar, but I don't know if I've listened to anything from them. It's 19. This was a new song when I was in college. It's crazy because I love this song, and like they had other songs I just never liked. Oh, okay. Interesting. Name this band. Can't be done. Can't be done. Can't be done. Lame. Lame.
White hair and a humble smile. You're inside.
Nah, it's just pure vibe right here. This is genre is vibe.
When take one good look at you, stop and think you're not meant to be quite like this. You're not meant to be quite like this. 'Cause when she's around, she says, with confidence, until just always say, just like this, keep you place. Always say, just like this, keep them. Yeah!
Pure vibe, yeah. question for you. Do you dare me? Do you double dog dare me? Or do you triple, whatever they did in the Christmas story dare me? Because what I'm thinking is we start going 140. The even bar is not good. I'm thinking we do 140 once, maybe twice, maybe thrice, maybe even thrice. Maybe we go until my legs say no. I'm thinking minimum double, and then we see if we can maybe do it for 3, 4, and a crazy world 5. Or just so I think because this is the first week, 140 is a good number to do, but we essentially, in a sense, I guess, AMRAP it, but I'm going to see, I mean, double for sure. I've doubled like 160 before for a really slow double, but I haven't been doing clean doubles. Dubsty. But one just look at you, and see you're not built to be quite like this. We'll see how many we can do. I'd say 2 is the minimum. So 2 to 5 reps. 5 would definitely be like a lifetime PR. I've never done I don't even know what I've done set up 5 clean. It's a diabolical rep scheme. I've tripled this before, I'm pretty sure. There it! I mean, we're just gonna go until the wheels fall off. RPE wheels. I'll say all this and then do the first rep and barely make it. And be like, oh no! Oh no! My legs! My legs! My legs! I don't know what this song is. I don't know what happened. I got a lot of weird songs on here too. I say that as if most of my songs aren't weird. We're looking for the perfect tune. Not this one. Not this. We need something that's prolonged because I'm going to be fighting this for a while. I don't know, brother. I don't know, brother. Brother. That one could be decent. This is not the... This is just the music. I don't know if you know this song. And it's gonna make beats for lots of people. You know, I think So Sepultura will be good. Because the whole song goes crazy. The whole song goes crazy, yo. ready. Hurt my soul. I had to take my thumb tape off my left thumb and started to slip. It's like if I miss a rep, the dang bar slips on my hook grip, I'm gonna actually burn down my shed. Ugh. Oh, you just missed the craziness. I did 140 for 5. Now you're just gonna see me look like a fat guy after. That was 5. Daniel is literally the worst person saying that. Joke's on you, I literally have 2 cameras. You can't gaslight me. Now I'm checking it, verifying. I mean, it was 5. It's easy to count when it's a clean. Yeah, it was 5. Daniel's just a hater. Yeah, it's 5 more. I have 5. It was RP 5. 8x6, yikes. Doing like a ton of sets like that, even if it's really low reps, to me is always so much more mentally taxing. Like 3x10s and like really high reps are hard, but it's just less sets. I feel, well, obviously it is, but like it like mentally feels easier to conceptualize. When I get to like, when it's like 5 sets of 5 or something, it's just like, it's so many sets. I mean, especially if you're pushing the weights. 65 is not too bad. I saw, Valk, aren't you on Instagram doing all of the like the tactical stuff with your gal? I guess it's usually just you, but I saw it was you and your gal today. Is your girl seen anyone? I'm just kidding. Oh, that's cool. No, that stuff looks cool. I'm not big into like guns and stuff as far as like me using them. I'm more scared of them than anything. But it is like it is cool. I say that and I watch Brandon Herrera. I'm sitting here. I'm not trying to hide. You look. I got my chair. You see? I got my chair. I'm always hiding. Ah. Thought I didn't rip a callus or something. United Postal Service. I hope he's not shooting for the United States Postal Service. I don't. I heard a lot of stories about going postal that you don't want Goff to be a part of. No, I've shot a gun. I shot a pistol and a shotgun one time. It's like, this is terrifying. I suppose obviously, you know, you get more confident with it when you use it, but the just, I mean, I guess I respect the weapon enough to like, I'm terrified of it. Which I suppose, like, I mean, it would seem logical to me to be scared of a gun or like any sort of firearm like that, so you're safer with it. Like, I'd be scared of the person who wasn't like apprehensive around a gun a little bit. Just flipping it around, doing all kinds of dangerous stuff with it. Like, you'd hope there'd be some like extra caution, extra precaution. But jeez, Vog, don't be doing that. I need my mail. I need all my my spam flyers from the local businesses. How else will I know about a 50% coupon if I spend $5,000 at the local store? Yeah. But I know, like the gym I go to, there's, well, I know the one, he is a trainer there, but he's really knowledgeable about firearms and stuff because he was former military. I think he does some instruction with guns, works at some sort of range or something, or did in the past, but sometimes he's brought in like his weapon or something to like show off that you got like something new, and it's just it's funny how casual, not that he with which he handles the weapon, but just like, you know, you're walking, to me it's like, oh, it feel uncomfortable to walk with it like tucked away somewhere or whatever, and he just, you know, walks in normal. He's like, got this new thing. Like, that's pretty cool. But Yeah, I think he had. Well, I don't know anything about the specifics of guns, but he's always armed. My gym's probably the. Yeah, it's like a small private gym, so it's not like going into a Planet Fitness. So it's a very. I mean, a very friendly place for people like that. But yeah, because he was training, so he wasn't lifting at that time, or he was training a client. Um, but yeah, I would assume that he's always armed. But yeah, so look at this cool gun I have. Freaks out everyone there. Yeah. Well, I mean, at my gym, it's a private gym, but also like, I don't think anyone's gonna break in and try to rob a bunch of. I mean, there's nothing of value for someone that wants to rob a gym, and I think if you are a person that's into you want to rob a place, I feel like a powerlifting gym is probably like the most dangerous place to go into because even if someone doesn't have a weapon, like you have a bunch of people that are giant, angry, and like even like me, you come in and like interrupt my training session, like I'm gonna be very upset. See, you say that, but like you'd have to be intelligent enough to know that Alico has value and know that like um, be able to go in like that's why like I still lock my shed mostly so someone doesn't come in and like take the electronics or like the speaker and stuff. But like I'd be shocked if someone came in and like took the plates or something. I'm like that's so much work. That's like so much work to take a bunch of plates or a barbell. Um, but just dude, I need someone to smile. I was talking when I was streaming chess earlier today. I was talking to someone about he wanted to buy something from Weightlifting House, and I convinced him, or I just told him about hook grip and like how it's such a much so much of a better value and better quality of stuff, and I'm like selling them on that, selling them on tier shoes, and like I'm like I need to start get some kickbacks. I'm selling hook grip I'd sell for free. Like that's a I don't think he does any like direct sponsorships with anyone other than just like giving athletes equipment and clothes and stuff. But like unironically, like Hook Grip has like super high quality stuff, and um, the prices are they're better than anywhere else. So let me get my other tier shoe off and I'll show you. So as far as like when you put it on, so right now I have the tier Force that I was using for what I've used for all my training, but with the like the L1s, I immediately once I put them on found them really comfortable. So they're very similar to how Romaleos are as far as like a feel in general. If you're comparing to like L1s, but they are wider for me. So the toe box itself, I don't notice any difference. I'm not Squat University and have a thing about toes and feet and all of that thing. I don't think it matters unless you're like obviously the extremes. If your feet are literally like crammed in there, then that's a problem. But having extra space, I don't notice any difference. Antis, I've heard that they are like the Romaleos as far as the feel of them, and it kind of looks like that's what they're designed off of. But I would assume that they are good. So, if we see if I can get this to show up. So if you look down here, see how that's coming off? It's peeling a little bit. So I contacted their customer support because I bought these in January. And I'm like, these should not be having any sort of like pulling apart sensation or like any sort of like wear in that fashion. Obviously like the top or like I have a little like like that's just me using them, so I don't expect it to be like pristine, but like I'm looking at that, I'm like it should not be pulling off like that. So I mean in theory I could put some like shoe goo or like something in there to do it, but I contacted the support Thursday. I was actually Thursday right before July 4th, so they just got back to me today, and they're like, here, what's your address, and we're gonna send you a replacement pair. And that's what so I will for Nike, when I had a Romaleo 3, that was like the first nice weightlifting shoe I had years ago. It's same thing happened with their bottom where it was pulling apart, and when I contacted their support, they're like, yeah, just you have to go like they ship it to the store and you have to take your old shoe to the store. Now Tier is not, they didn't expect to get the shoe back, which I find very interesting. But I'm also, it's also kind of like the rubber there is kind of wearing a little bit. So I mean, I'm disappointed in the sense that I feel like it's the sole is wearing out fast, but the comfort is fantastic. And for me, what I like, so if these like truly like broke, I would just use the L1s. So I don't have an issue with like the overall shoe. Obviously, like I want it to last a little bit longer, especially because this is like the more premium. You know, this is the more expensive version of their shoes. But yeah, the wood is like chipping and stuff. So I don't know. Maybe I won't use them as much. Keep them nice, but I kind of want to use them. And I just train normally, not like I'm going out and jogging with it. But when I wear Ramaleos, this part of my foot, so like that curve of my foot feels too tight. Like it starts to make my foot hurt because I think my feet are too wide for them. Because I love like Ramaleos when you first put them on, they're comfortable. There's not like an issue when I have them on, and I like to use them for training if they would fit. But when I go from using the tiers to that, that's the part nothing to do with my toes, but like that bump of my foot. That's where it always feels super tight, and then it starts to make my feet sore and uncomfortable when I'm wearing them, which is really obnoxious. I actually have lots of shoes out here. The Addy Stars, I got these for a couple $100 on eBay because the bottoms were needed the shoe goo on them, and they honestly they work fine. They're a pretty average shoe. They just aesthetically look nice. And what's up, Reed? We're talking about shoes. We're talking about feet. Just what Daniel brought up feet. Wanted to talk about feet for some reason, but they're not uncomfortable by any stretch of the imagination, but they just feel thin. So they don't feel like they're durable. So I don't wear them a lot because they're not super comfortable, but they're I think more comfortable than the Ramaleos. These are Reebok ones, and I actually really like them. They're heavier than other shoes, but I think what I probably liked about them when I first got them was that the side, like that part was wider than when I had than like the Ramaleos themselves. So they're pretty comfortable in general. And I kind of like the aesthetic of this particular one. So it was like on sale, and I thought the color scheme was pretty neat. But I stopped wearing them when my other one. So this one's fine, I think. But the Velcro got messed up. Oh, maybe they're both. Maybe I glued it back down. But like the little Velcro at that part that was there got a little messed up. But it looks like I might have glued it back on at some point. But like, these are honestly really comfortable as well. Yeah, it looks like the rubber, I just wear them out in the same part of every foot. What's wrong with my feet? What am I doing? Oh no, that's on both sides of my foot. So I'm not doing anything weird on one side of my shoe or not. But yeah. And that's really what you got to go for is the comfort of the shoe. And as long as the heel height is like consistent, like you're not going from a flat to a heel to it's something in between. Like if it's a consistent height, then comfort is what you got to go. And obviously, like you want something that's going to be, yeah, honestly, like you should get some sort of weightlifting shoes because if you're using running shoes, they're just squishy in general. Like I wouldn't even recommend doing deadlifts necessarily in tennis shoes. It's not like if you have like CrossFit shoes, they're probably like thin enough to where it's not a big deal. But yeah, the ROMs are nice in that regard. I feel the same way with the tiers. And what's nice is like my feet never get irritated. They never feel like I'm getting crushed by them. But it's really just that bump on the outside of my foot to where it's like that's where it feels compressed. And I wish it wouldn't because they feel when you first put them on, they feel good, they look good, they sound like everything about them is good. But then like my feet start to hurt, and then it's just like makes me depressed because I want to keep wearing them. But I have my other tiers that are in the house, the L1s, and those will probably be like my true backup shoes because they feel very similar to these. I feel like the heel on these are supposed to, I think they're an inch, and I think on other shoes they're not as tall. I don't really notice too much of a difference, but for me, like, I theorize that a higher heel is probably always going to be a better thing for me versus ever having a lower one, just because of my limb length. Being able to push my knees more forward is probably always going to be, keeping myself more upright is probably going to be always preferable. But yeah, like these broke down or the replacement pair I get really break down, then I definitely would just use the L1s, and I'll probably be the only shoe that I'll continue to use just because they're really comfortable. And if you look actually, Daniel, on Tier's website, they have a lot of shoes that are discounted right now pretty heavily, whether it's the L1 or L2, depending on your shoe size and the color scheme that you want. You could find a pretty cheap pair. I don't know about the deals. Like ROM 2s are really, you just have to look on eBay to find them. But if you're just looking to see like how a shoe feels, I would. This is gonna be a second pair of shoes I sold today, but like, if you just get like a pair of Tiers, like you'll probably like them and they'll be pretty comfortable. But it also depends on like if they have your size, with the discounted ones. And I would err on the side of getting a nicer pair, but you could also look on eBay if you didn't really care. Um, so I've not used a ROM 4. I had the Addy Powerlift shoes was like really cheap weightlifting powerlifting shoes that have like the kind of small heel. That was the very first shoe I had, and then I got the ROM 3s. I've never tried ROM 4s, but the ROM 2s, they just aesthetically look better. But the I feel like the ROM 2 or the 3s, they fit better, and I think it's probably because the like this part I think is probably stretchier on the ROM 3s and probably on all the new ROMs. I think here there's not as much give. So like that part that's on the bump of my foot is just a little bit too like it doesn't give. But like they're so pretty. And mine are see I customize mine a little bit. So mine are no, you go so smoke. Go to the Tier website. They have them for even cheaper than that. So don't go to Row. Go to actually Tier. But these are just the black ones. So the swoosh was white, but I painted it red, and like it looks. I think there's actually a color scheme where it's like a dark blue and the swoosh is red, but I really like the red and black color scheme. So I just I just painted the swoosh red because I live in America, but I think it looks better with the red swoosh anyway. But I always put them on. I'm like, man, I just want these to work. But it's just like, it's just literally like that part where your bump of your foot is, and it just is presses on the side of my foot. I just need more narrow feet. I think I probably get that from my dad, just a little bit too wide of a feet. I also think my left foot's a little bit smaller than my right foot, because I always feel like my right shoes always fit perfect, and my left shoes are always just slightly a little bit off. And that's one thing that's nice with I've noticed with the Tiers as well. I feel like the back of it wraps around my heel a little bit, so they fit a little bit more snug. Yeah, I think they probably do, and I don't necessarily think that's like I think it's just kind of just how they were designed, and it's not as if you necessarily need weightlifting shoes to be comfortable, but for me, like I would have to take them off sometimes while I was training, and they are the proper size, like they are the same size I wear for everything, so it's not like I need a bigger size, like the toes, like I have enough space in the toe box and everything like that. They're just a little bit too narrow. And that's where like the Tiers gave me that same feel of the ROMs without the that side compression. I could just wear them a whole training session and not have to not have to be in pain with them. But yeah, the ROM twos really, I mean, aesthetically you can't beat them. The Antas are pretty close though. They look pretty similar, and they have a lot of color schemes of that as well. It's kind of crazy because you think that if Nike just put ROM twos out, they would sell so many of them. But maybe they just don't care about weightlifting. Maybe I'm just delusional. That part I definitely think. But yeah, I've only worn these 11 and a halfs, and then my friend at the gym had like a really, I think they're really rare. I'm not sure, but they're from like the national team or something. But they were a color scheme I have never seen before. They were like a bluish, but not. They were like a different kind of blue than the other ones I've seen that were more like a dark blue, and those were like 10 and a halfs. So like those were like really jam packed. those were packing my biggies in there real tight. But that, and I think he had whatchamacallit, he had Addy Stars too. Those were when I tried Addy Stars on too, and those were like 10.5, so those were like crazy small. Um, but yeah, shoes. I suppose the more years I get in weightlifting, the more shoes I will keep collecting because I just like them. But um, I did. Well, actually, no. I gave away a pair. So the Addy Powers, I think the ones that you're talking about, Reed, the ones that kind of have that, like the heel has holes in it or whatever, the like spider web looking thing. I had a pair of black and red ones, and a good friend at the gym, he was talking about like wanting to. He's like thinking like maybe he could use heels or this or that, and we'd always be talking when he was training and whatnot. Because usually when I would get there to start warming up, he was towards the end of his session, so it was like the perfect time to yap because he was procrastinating doing the stuff that he didn't want to do, and I had just got there, so I had, I was just warming up. Um, Oh yeah, the white and black ones. Yeah, those look pretty. Mine were the black and the with the red at the on the heels. But I gave him those pairs, and I think he wanted to paint. But I was like, they just use them. That was like my only request. So like, just use them. But um, I actually gave away the ROM threes I had. I think I sold them for like $20. I essentially gave them away. But I forget what shoe I got after that. But the tiers, I'll probably honestly stick with Tears for a while just because they fit my foot well, and I think that's just it's hard to beat the comfort, and obviously like I still feel stable. Like I get that same feeling as I got with the Ramaleos. Um, the bottom, I feel like the only difference really is like the ROMs, like they have a different feeling of like when they hit the ground slightly. I feel like maybe the plastic makes it sound louder or something. There's something aesthetic that I can't put my finger on, but oh, you missed it, Reed. Though I did a set of 5 with cleans, 5 rep mags. Ugh. And the worst part of it, after I finished, Daniel said I only did 4. Guy's actually a psychopath. I should have used the fake weights. Oh. I also figured out how to make cane sauce. I was watching a Noah Diesel, the bodybuilder guy. I don't know how to say his last name. I never actually tried to read it. But that South African bodybuilder guy, he made a video talking about how to make Cane's sauce. And I did the version with mayonnaise, my favorite instrument. But use mayonnaise, ketchup, Worcestershire sauce, garlic, and pepper, and just whip it all together. Twist that wrist like stir fry. Oh my gosh! Like I just had just chicken breasts that I just cooked. They're just baked and fried up in a pan. Put some olive oil on it and just dipped it in there. Could eat 10 pounds of chicken. It was so good. Yeah, that is the only tricky thing because like even like Tier, they technically have a store, but I think it's in like California or something, and that's that's the one of the unfortunate things with our sport is that you kind of just have to. I mean, I assume that like if you bought a shoe from somewhere, you could return it, but like it's a hassle when you can't just try it on. You have to actually ship it back. And of course, you have to wait for it to get there. And I like to buy something and instantly have it magically in my hands and not have to wait for it to, get shipped across the country. That's ridiculous. But can't find my They sent me an order number for the tier thing, but when you look up the order thing for them, you have to put your last name and address, and nothing came up when I did it. So, I mean, there's a chance that it just wasn't put into the system, but I also don't know if it will be under my name or if it'd be under something different. So, I'd be very curious if that happens. But I sent them my old order number, so they said they're sending me a pair. So I would hope that they would want to get the address right before they would send it. But yeah, that's why. I mean, that's actually probably actually one of the big benefits of going to a weightlifting gym on a consistent basis is that you could try their shoes on. You can you can try whatever shoes on to see how they feel and actually get a good feel of it, even if it's not the exact correct size. You can get a general feel for how the inside of it feels and how your foot moves in it. But generally, especially for like someone my size, where there's a lot of people that have, I wear 11 and a halves generally, and that's a pretty common shoe size. And even if you have someone that's with a 10 and a half or someone with a 12 and a half, like you get a general idea of how a shoe feels. But that's another benefit of going to a weightlifting gym. Everyone's gonna have weightlifting shoes. that's the weightlifting shoe store, the unofficial shoe store where you go and try everyone's shoes on and see if whatever shoes fit the best or feel the best. So that would be my recommendation. I spent like an hour talking after I trained today, and this is the total bro like guy moment. I was talking to this guy that was lifting next to me when I was up there. I talked to him for probably a solid hour after I was done training, kind of like towards I guess during the squats and the pulls and like when I was done. And then I don't even I introduced we introduced each other, but I totally don't remember. I had no idea what his name is. I couldn't even tell you the first letter. I talked to that fella for so long, but I think a lot of the talking was I just didn't want to drive home because it was a 3.5 hour drive. It was it was griefing myself, but all right. I think it's time to eat some chicken and relax. So thanks for popping in, Reed, Smoke, and Bulk, and everyone else. Deuces.